And I'm gonna try and do it without crying. I just got back, well, not just, I didn't have makeup on when I met with him, but I just got back from the psychiatrist, and we spent an hour me explaining my 4 years to him. And as I said it, I was like, wow, how have I gotten this far? and not in a like cocky way, but just in a wow, God has totally led me, because I don't know how I've mentally survived this. And it had been so frustrating because I've gone to over 25 doctors for all of my different health issues over the last 4 years, and I have said things to them, looking them straight in the face, saying, I'm depressed, I'm sad, I can't explain why. There are days I don't want to live. There are weeks I want to die. And they just stare at me and they're like, oh, interesting. And no one has ever recommended me to a psychiatrist. That is frustrating. I am angry. I made the conscious decision to see a psychiatrist, and the reason it took me so long was I think that I had disconnected the fact that medicine that you take for mental health issues is just as important as the medicine I take for my thyroid issues. My thyroid does not work. Therefore, I take a supplement for it. I would not stop just taking my medicine for my thyroid because my thyroid does not produce what it needs to. My brain is the same way. There are levels in my brain that do not level out correctly. And just like that, I need medicine to help them level. And I think that that is a concept that people forget. People think that when you have depression that you just have to think of your day better. You need to speak words over yourself. When you have something unleveled in your brain, saying today is going to be a good day doesn't really help. That advice is frustrating for people that are depressed, because you lay in bed and you say today is good, today is good, today is good, and you stand up and today is not good. And you can't necessarily explain why. And when I tried to explain this to my mom, who has no idea what it is like to be depressed, I told her, Mom, the only way I know how to explain this in a tangible way is that my depression is a cloud. The sky always has clouds in it. Whether you can see them or not, the clouds are there. And my depression is a cloud that is over my head. There are days that I can see the sun and the sun is great and it feels great to me. But there are days that I see that cloud and I know that it's just any moment away from raining on me. When it rains, that is when I'm depressed. Just the cloud being there is me knowing that I have depression, but when it rains, I feel the depression, and sometimes it's just a drizzle and I can get on, but some days I'm soaked. Some days it rains on me for weeks and I am drowning in water. There are days that I cannot get dry from the rain of my depression because it is just raining down so hard. There are days where the rain turns into thunderstorms and I feel stricken down by it. And so when I decided to go to my psychiatrist and ask for supplement and medication, I wasn't asking for an easy way out. I was simply asking for an umbrella. Your medicine is not going to make your day magically better. It's not a happy pill. It's not something that is going to automatically make your life something it's not. But when that cloud starts raining, you will have an umbrella where you might get a little wet sometimes, but it is going to equip you to handle the days that it rains and pours and the days that are just too much. It's going to help level that out. And if you ignore the imbalance in your brain because you don't think that a mental illness is the same as another physical ailment like a thyroid problem, it's like you're looking at an umbrella while it's pouring rain and saying, I don't need you. It's okay. It's fine. I don't need the umbrella. So on those days where you have your cloud, but you can still see the sun, I encourage you to soak in that sun, soak in the good days. But on the days that it rains, that's why we equip ourselves with the umbrella. And we pop it open and we let it rain, but we don't let it rain our life. Depression is something that is misunderstood by family members, by friends, by the church community, that it's not a lack of loving God, it's not a lack of good things in your life. Everything could be going great and you could wake up and still feel depressed. There are times I call my family members and I'm telling them I'm crying and I don't know why. I look out and I know that the world is good, but I can't help but feel dead inside. I know that times can be really hard, and I know that sometimes it's so frustrating when you can't explain why you're feeling the way that you feel, but I believe in you guys, and if I can fight it, you can fight it too. I really do believe so. So I encourage you guys to at least look into it, find what's good for you, but just don't give up, because there is hope, there are methods, and there's a way to not let the cloud reign over your life. I hope you guys have a great day. Please leave a comment below. I would love to hear from you guys. Also, give this video a thumbs up and share it with someone you love. Whether you want to say, hey, I understand you. I understand what it means now to have depression, if you understood my analogy. Or you can share it if someone you know is maybe struggling with depression and you think that this would help them. Share it if you can. I really want to get this message out because I think that it is really misunderstood what depression is. So I love you guys. You can follow me on Instagram at Kaylasjoy, and please subscribe to my channel. It will notify you if I post a new video, which I try and do every week. Do all the things, and I will talk to you guys later, and love you.